What about business continuity for your clients and continuous availability? Can you comment on that a little bit?
Before, we tried to have people deal with the volume of data. They're getting hit with a fire hose every day of data. But the world creates in digital format many, many times the amount of data daily that we can store or analyze. So what we have to be able to do on any given day as an enterprise, as a country, as a government, as a business, we have to be able to figure out which data we're going to keep, which data we're going to discard, which data has value, which data needs to be looked at later, which data has an imperative time-wise it has to be looked at today. And to do that, you have to be able to scan, ingest, and curate massive amounts of data every day. And we did not have an infrastructure that let us deal with that volume of data daily in the time frame that was necessary. For example, if it takes me 26 hours to analyze and curate a day's data, I'm going to fall 2 hours behind every day, and I'm never going to be able to deal with that volume of data. So with elastic storage, and you're hearing some of the stories here today from people like Alan, what elastic storage brings to that party, along with IBM's acquisition of platform computing, is the ability for our Jeskell customer base to be able to scan and pass that data in the time frame that's needed to keep up with it. Because we just don't have enough resources to store all that data, and the data must go on autopilot. I have a term called data democracy, meaning the data has to tell the system where its level is and when it can find that level. And that level might be on flash systems on day one, and it might be on tape on day two. And 3 days later, it might be needed again in flash systems. So in a data democracy, the data and the users using the data cast votes by their usage patterns. And by that usage pattern, they are telling the system where the data belongs on Monday and where it belongs on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, it might not even be required anymore, and it might be in an ILM context, and then it needs to be disposed of in a proper manner. So in a data democracy, we need to put the systems on autopilot, and what elastic storage brings to us is the ability to pass that massive amount of data and let the system and the data figure it out, because it's too big for the IT environment and the people to deal with these days.